Alright, good morning. This is Japanese Irish Highlander out at Maitland again, and I'm sitting out on the wharf where I have the Shubenacadie River over here, and I have the Cobequid Bay to my front here. It's another sunny day, and I had a few hours, I had the day off, and a couple hours before I had to go into Truro for cadet training again tonight. So I decided to come out here and take a look. As I said in my previous video, I've really had an affinity for this area since I was a kid. And actually, when I moved back to Canada 10 years ago, I was actually looking for property out this way. The only problem was it's a bit far to get into where you could have jobs and or things for the kids. And actually, I just found out that the school, the elementary school that was here in this village, actually closed over 10 years ago. So both my kids, it was better that we went to Dutch settlement because there was a school there. Yeah, because mostly out here, except for this historic district where it's got tourism going for it in this time of the year, it's probably a very sleepy, quiet village. But the general store, which is over in that section right over there where you can see the trailer. It's still going strong. I just went in there, and actually the cook actually said, yeah, they were opening the restaurant at noon if I wanted to come in for lunch. And I'm like, well, payday's tomorrow, so I do that tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a nice little place to pull over and have a little picnic. So I brought some stuff to flash up from home. And there's a couple of picnic tables on the other side of that dike. And yeah, it's just a really nice area. And of all the times that I spent all over the world in different places and stuff, this is what I miss the most. It's just the beautiful nature that you can go to, and it doesn't cost you anything to go see it. I mean, where I was in Korea and Japan, you had to, if you wanted to go to a nice place on the coast like this, you had to, pay to park your car and all those other things, and it just got very frustrating. Nunavut had its own beauty, but the beaches, obviously, in Nunavut they're all gravel, and on the Arctic Ocean it's extremely cold, whereas you have green grass and you have mud there. Now, about the only thing you can't do in that river, which probably wouldn't be very advisable, is swim. There's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, you have a lot of agricultural runoff going into the river, so the water's probably not safe for your body to be swimming in. But also, as you can tell, that's a pretty strong current. Like you even see just on the video clip here of how quickly that water's flowing along. And when these high tides come in, it's pretty big. I mean, they're the highest in the world. And I remember I brought my kids out here probably about 5-6 years ago, and I felt a little bad because when the paddleboard comes in, there's a big gust of wind, obviously, because there's a huge force of water coming through, and my daughter's hat blew off. And it went down in the mud, and my kids wanted to go down and retrieve it, and I'm like, no, that's not a good idea. And it kind of broke her heart because it was the last cap that she had from her time in Japan. So I felt a little bad about that. But anyway, that's the power of nature. It's just the water coming in blows hats off people's heads, and it's quite fun, quite interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna see about doing a little picnic, but I thought I'd do a little video clip here and take some pictures and put it up on my other blogs.